GGG reacts. It's Seth time. That's right. It's more. Derek showed this to me, but Morrowind reaction to Moon Sugar Fortified experience.
I'm always curious by these. Like the first part makes sense, right? This something review, and then it was what was it last time? It was like the fall of the economy edition.
Hyperinflation. The fall hyperinflation edition or something. Yeah,
I don't understand it, but Moon Sugar Fortified experience. Yeah, I can use that in my life.
Is that skooma?
Maybe. Ooh, that's actually that's a good point.
Skooma was in Morrowind, right?
Yeah,
I know it's in Oblivion. I don't know about. I can't.
I'm pretty sure it's in all of them. It's just like the underground drug in like Elder Scrolls.
I want to roleplay a character that's just like heavily takes the skooma, just beats everyone up. Like it's just like a drunk rage build.
Out of here! My skooma!
My skooma! Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Support Seth in his endeavors. His videos are unbelievable masterpieces, and let's watch.
Hey people, Seth here. Today, I'll be reviewing the Elder Scrolls free Morrowind. It's been years since the Outlanders came in.
Does he film this stuff, or does he find it just somewhere on the internet?
I have to assume he films it. It's so unique, or a fair amount of it anyway. Right. Like what he can film.
We conquered our lands. Every day since, I've been persecuted for my superior beliefs and culture. If it weren't for the imperial scum, I'd be happily eating salt rice and kwama eggs for breakfast every day and dying of blight by the ripe old age of 30. Only you can comfort me in these troubling times from an uneducated glance. Morrowind might look like your typical open-world sandbox RPG of the early 2000s. However, first appearances are
For what it's worth, I actually never played Morrowind.
Morrowind is great.
I assume it was really fun for the time. I assume like
all I remember is like the scroll of like you get this ogre like jumps off a bridge and logs off basically, and on his body is this like note and this scroll. I thought it was like take this scroll and you fly away. I think it was in Oblivion too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like this was the first one that had it, and you use this scroll and it just sends you flying in the sky, and they're like, "Uh-oh." But yeah, that is great.
It's actually an RPG about reincarnating yourself to overthrow an order of free gods worshipped collectively as the tribunal because they betrayed you in your past life in order to abandon their mortality, with one of them, Vivek, impaling you through the chest with his gigantic penis sword. Meanwhile, another man betrayed by the tribunal has lived on past death, driven mad with divinity, and also has a piece of pottery permanently stuck to his head. Inside a steamy volcano mountain, he plots to overrun the continent by influencing the dreams of bitter dark elf nationalists unhappy with the state of political affairs, turning their dreams into reality as their classes grow the mouth.
There's just so much going on.
I am so just like, wow. Is this what it's like being on skooma?
I had to assume so.
And eventually blooms into a full set of eyes and tentacles, ascending as a hunchbacked cephalopod hellbent on genociding all other races off the face of Morrowind and restoring their native homeland to its former glory. You, however, know nothing about this, or the Nerevarine prophecy you will one day fulfill. You're just a prisoner on a boat left to rot. Instead, you've been granted pardon for your crimes by order of the Imperial Emperor. In exchange, you'll be working with the Imperial Intelligence under Chaos.
Wait, why is
that the Imperial Intelligence?
Yeah. What is
also the king from Oblivion?
In exchange, you'll be working with the Imperial Intelligence under Chaos, an Imperial agent who, over the course of the story, is dishonorably dismissed from his post because he can't contain his crippling crack cocaine addiction. This might sound...
Wait, what did that say? Yeah.
Crippling crack cocaine addiction.
Emperor's finest. Okay.
This might sound like a lot to swallow, but when you consider that a person swallows on average 5 clockwork spiders each year in their sleep, this doesn't
I don't like
seem
that
so
statistic.
Bad.
I don't like that statistic at all.
Yeah,
I don't even care that they're clockwork spiders, just any spiders.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it says like what spiders it was, doesn't change what it's spiders.
I'm gonna have to tape my mouth shut when I sleep or something. I don't. That sounds too scary.
Now I'm scared to sleep.
Yeah, I don't. Seth, why? Why? We were just talking about Morrowind, dude.
Main story, the lore and background of the Elder Scrolls universe.
Wait, is this out? Wait, this is.
What is this?
Oh, I was gonna say, this is Morrowind.
Adidas on that guy's back. I assume it's a mod.
It's thoroughly explained, documented, and communicated to you throughout the course of your play. Most of the lore for Morrowind was written in a single week, while the main author went on a sleepless amphetamine binge.
What is this?
Absolutely nobody, and that's where it shines best. Morrowind is the most authentic alien setting ever put in games, and second only maybe to Planescape Torment, when everything is so bizarre.
Huh.
But
That's interesting. That's
nice thing there.
nice thing. Yeah.
Nothing is bizarre. Everything put in front of you is so genuine and sincere, you never question it. So maybe the best showcase of a game and the best way
Wait, did the game show Dong?
I am 90% sure it didn't. I assume that is a mod.
Okay.
to communicate why it's so amazing is just telling about all the crazy shit I encountered. Like, let's start with the main diet of Dark Elves. Eggs. Really fucking big eggs, which are laid by gigantic Quama queens under the earth. Sometimes people steal eggs from the mine. They're killed on the spot without trial, since food is precious in this region. If a Quama queen dies,
Cool.
the hive fails, and the local villages depending on them undergo a famine. There's technologically advanced dwarven ruins everywhere, complete with clockwork spiders, mechas, and Jewish ghosts, which keep reminding you about the 6 million, but no trace of a dwarf.
Wait, what is it? Wait,
what?
am I doing the 6 million?
What?
Is that what?
Jewish ghosts,
Oh,
which keep reminding you about the 6 million, but
I get the,
Yeah,
the
that's
6
okay.
billion joke. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
no trace of the dwarves themselves. Why? Because they built God. And since building God is a pretty big endeavor, it's anybody's guess where they went. Either to a completely different realm or instantly vanished from existence. There's a temple in the game with an imprisoned Daedra bound to a religious relic. He's completely chill, calm, domesticated, unless...
What the hell was that?
Okay.
You provoke him, of course.
Interesting.
If you keep taunting him, he finally snaps and says, "After I kill you..."
Wait, there's just an option that just says taunt the Daedra?
I guess so. After I kill you, I will. Oh.
And your threats are weak like your flesh.
Don't worry, I'll be gentle.
After I kill you, I will. Wait, is that actual text? I will rape your corpse. Wait,
I guess so.
your journal's been updated.
It
Goodbye.
says, "After I kill you, I will rape your corpse. Don't worry, I'll be gentle." There's one wizard in the game who cloned female copies of himself to have his own daughters, which also act as his
Sheesh.
wives and concubines. And if you don't think that's the hottest shit ever, get the fuck out. Morrowind?
He's getting the job done, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Is my fetish buffet. Case in point, there's a quest where you're tasked with escorting an Argonian slave back from the docks to her master in another city. Immediately upon delivery, the owner and his guards murder and rip open her stomach on the spot because it turns
The reason his guard was missing, so she beat the shit out of him.
out you've just been an accomplice for a local drug cartel, helping them bring a body packer whose stomach was filled to the brim with sweet cocaine. There's always politics and intrigue between the great houses of Morrowind, Hlalu, Radorn, and Telvanni. While legally, the empire occupying Morrowind doesn't permit slavery, they can't really stop the Telvanni, since they're incredibly powerful and omnipotent ANCAP wizards, and they don't like guests. That's why there's no stairs in Telvanni wizard towers. If you can't levitate like a normal person, you're fucked out of luck. Do you know how you get promoted in Telvanni society? You kill your rivals and assume their position. The court of law there.
Is that true?
It sounds right. I mean, yeah, I can't argue with it.
Automatically presupposes that if an argument was had and you successfully murder the opposing party, then your argument must have had more weight than your enemy. In fact, you can hover up to a Telvanni tower at any point, murder the resident mage and his servants, and you won't be punished for it. It was their fault for having low security anyway. Besides, one of the servants sprayed blood all over my chest, clearly violating my NAP. With enough time, sweat, and cum invested into a faction, you can climb through the ranks up to the point where you can build and own your own fortress. Of course, the
Papa
Telvanni just grow.
John's.
their fucking
What?
fortress.
That
My
was
AP,
quite
with
the
enough time, sweat,
rank
and cum
ladder.
invested into a faction, you
I
can
saw
climb
Papa
through the
Bear,
ranks.
Papa Pheasant, Crab Fetcher, Field Boy, Surf, Junior Accountant, Schmeg Moblin,
Up to the point where
Peon,
you can
Enabled,
build
Disabled, Onion Boy, Onion Boy, Onion Feather,
Suck boy,
Onion
bear
Yawn,
petty.
and own
Toe
your own
Patrol, Boy, Bear, Husky Bear,
Bear
Small
all
Daddy,
day.
Big Daddy, Papa John.
fortress. Of course, the Telvanni just grow their fucking forts out of the ground. But first, you will need the approval of bureaucrats determined to kill you off or make your life living
Why is he running like
What?
that?
I don't know. Why is he so big, too?
hell before they grant their sponsorship.
Why is he so big? Wait, they're both so big. What?
Except one. Crassius Curio, counselor of House Hlali, gives his endorsement for nothing more than a kiss on the cheek. Because he's a fag. He's even offered some of the books you can read in
Whoa, what
game,
the-
most of them banned from the public eye
Interesting.
for being the equivalent of erotic fan fiction. One of the most famous and sauciest of these is The Real Life of Queen Baranzaya, where Crassius raunchily asserts that the first queen of Morrowind took fat Khajiit dick and
Whoa.
bemusingly complained how painful
What?
Uh,
Inside her,
and
a
she was
penis, and then it was inside her, and she was screaming. Her shirt, that hurt, she said indignantly. That
barbed
what-
penises were to insert. There's even an in-game explanation for why
Interesting.
your character, the Nerevarine, can save and load the game, since we, the player, can influence the metaphysical force known as Chim in the Elder Scrolls universe, whereby we can live through different timelines and outcomes in parallel. It's for this reason that Vivek, who has reached understanding of Chim, never agrees to fight the player, since no matter how strong or powerful he is, he knows that you can assault him an infinite amount of times.
huh?
That's interesting if true.
Wait, what?
TLDR, you sure?
This-
Let's see.
Her
What's-
prophecy is severed. Restore a saved game to restore the weave of fate, or persist in the doomed world you have created.
Should have
Your
rested that
hand-to-hand skill increased to 831.
Oh my god.
that doesn't sound right. Okay.
That's actually kind of cool that like the in-game
Morrowind have these like mechanics.
Well, there's just more so lore wise that they explain that basically saving the game is just like a kind of like a multiverse. Yeah.
Right.
That's a really interesting way to look at it.
And eventually
It is cool,
succeed.
yeah.
But when you're done perusing the story, how is the actual game? Absolutely fucking broken. It's stable 90% of 50% of the time. It's fun.
Wow. Okay.
90% of 50% of the time. That makes sense.
But the combat system is insane. Forget any notion of fair play or balance. If you can exploit something, you should, because the alternative is getting tapped by a bandit carrying an enchanted twig that paralyzes you for 10 seconds straight per strike. My first experience of combat was quite traumatic. I attacked a tiny scrib creature, thinking it's impossible to lose against something so shitty. Instead, it paralyzed me in place and proceeded to slowly nibble me to death while renewing the paralysis whenever it got close to wearing off. Bravo, Todd, the game mechanic.
Oh, Todd.
I want
Oh, Todd.
I want this as a
that.
shirt.
I want that printed, hung in like a really fancy frame.
For like
You come in the house, it's just like, oh, and here's our painting of Todd.
what I want, like, for whenever we get our a studio set up, I want like a secret room we don't tell anyone about, but if anyone finds the room, they open it, it's just like Todd Howard everywhere.
You found the Howard room, huh?
We have to like play it off like, oh, he's like, hey, what's in that door? It's like, don't go in that room.
You can never go in there. You're not willing.
You know,
You haven't earned it yet.
like 10 years. So can I go in the room now? No, you haven't earned it yet. They break in like, what is this? It's us right behind them. It's like, dude, you weren't ready. You
weren't supposed to see this.
We go Ed and Eddie on
their
them.
throats. Yeah. The jawbreaker in life.
Open your eyes. Enjoy
Open your
Todd
eyes,
Howard.
Kevin.
The game mechanics are bullshit. Either you adapt to it and bask in its ridiculous glory and enjoy yourself, or you refuse to learn, die horribly, and write angry complaints about it on a Korean basket.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name? Muhammad Al-Basim Al-Tufu Ashraf. I've heard them say you read TV Germany. I'm sure. Let's go. Quiet. Here comes Kafar. You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where. Race, Syrian, white. Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. This is where they want you. Head down to the Munich census office. Class rocket scientist. Sign Moonstar.
Weaving forum. For example, potions and their effects in this game stack. So let's say I used alchemy to make 200 potions of intelligence. I could simultaneously chug all 200 potions of intelligence and gain infinite knowledge for a few.
Really? There's no cap on, so it just infinitely.
Really?
Look at me, these class.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Interesting. Okay.
What? I correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that was in the base game. But
I definitely don't think so.
Few seconds, during which time I'd quickly tab back into my inventory and use alchemy, which scales off intelligence, to craft several thousand restore fatigue potions using bread and rice in a single nanosecond, which would be so amazingly powerful and potent that their individual market price would be enough to completely buy out the entire store catalog of most merchants. And if in the off chance I chose to use them instead, I would have a permanently full bar of stamina for the next few years of my physical life. In a similar manner, I could use with other effects, such as...
If it's stacked, then I guess, yeah.
I guess so, yeah, right? If you just use it enough, eventually it's infinite.
Right, or close enough.
Fortified strength, whereby I can smash the final antagonist of a game with a weapon so hard that he and the weapon would cease to exist. But if you just happen to find your friend's Morrowind game open and want to run a funny prank on him for sleeping with a family dog, you can...
What? I don't think that calls for a prank, but I think calls for something.
Sure.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay.
I got you, bro. That's you get.
Got you idiot. That's what you get for sleeping with the dog.
Make a potion of paralysis using the same method. From the moment you drink that potion, your character will be paralyzed for about...
So I guess what he's saying is that if you just drink enough paralyzation potions,
your game, drink these potions.
When he comes back and asks why his character can't move, laugh and ask him why the dog keeps crying at night.
Oh my god. I wasn't expecting it to come back, the joke. I thought that was just it.
Oh god. To explain him why bestiality is immoral and illegal in most countries.
Oh
and how the
my
doctor
god,
said
okay.
the dog's orifice will never fully heal. The game's... Design offers you a lot of freedom to mess around with. The custom spell making in particular can be abused to make some disgusting spells, such as the ability to camouflage yourself perfectly 100% for 1 millisecond and steal something right in front of a merchant. But just because they couldn't see you physically taking the object, they can't establish causality between the events happening around them. It's a great game. The environment and atmosphere really capture a very alien landscape and culture, while the dialogue and text keep you occupied for hours on end. Gameplay aside, Morrowind could be described as an early 2000s slave trade RPG. And when you get tired of running around doing errands and reading shit, you can always download mods or make your own with a construction set and reduce the quality of your experience. A warm thing.
I think adding Shrek would add to the lore and the experience.
Just make it a better game, honestly. Yeah.
What if we just make a YouTube channel where we just add Shrek mods to any game we can?
God, to everything.
Yeah.
We go through and add Shrek to every game. I like it.
That was there was so much information to process from like the first half. It was like,
I'm gonna have to play through Morrowind again. Is it on sale for the winter sale? Hold on, let me.
Is it on Steam?
I think it is. Elder Scrolls. Oh, maybe it's not. I thought it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't, because it was before Steam existed, but
right. I thought that Arena's on. Wait, what's Elder Scrolls Arena? That's the first one. That's on here.
Oh, really?
Daggerfall is on here. They're both free also, for whatever reason. So everybody go claim those.
Even Bethesda's like, no.
The Morrowind soundtrack is on here, but where's Morrowind? Oh, it's on here. It's on sale for $6.
$6. Give it for like
give it to me
50
for
cents.
free.
Just give it for free, you know? Like, come on. Yeah, that was quite the experience. I've learned a lot of things. Like, if someone's family dog is crying, call the police.
Right, that's why dogs cry at night. We've learned the reason. If you see a dog crying, you know what someone did to it. And the only way to get back is to paralyze their Morrowind character.
The only way. Like, there's no other way.
That's the only solution. Calling the cops doesn't take away the pain.
but
paralyzing their Morrowind character for hours, that is the answer.
Like, comment, subscribe, become a member, join our Discord. We'll see you. Tell us what you want us to react to. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Oh my god.